What is going on, everyone? This is Iron Mike Stedman coming to you for another edition of FRAGO Friday, where I provide weekly business acceleration to keep you in the fight and not face down in a rice paddy. Today, we're going to be talking about mapping out your ideal work week. All week long, I've been working nonstop with my clients, my coaching clients, to get them out of the weeds and into their zones of genius, focusing on their most important tasks that are going to move their business forward. A lot of times, I sense a frustration with them, whether they're not generating enough leads for their business, they're not spending enough time in deep work. And so then I ask them to send me their calendar. And when I look at their calendar, I see way too many non-revenue generating conversations and way too many meetings that's going to allow them to be optimal. So what I did was I put together this template for you all based on a template I got from my coach, Pia Silva, that really helps you break down your ideal work week. And so I'll go through mine as an example. And I did this a week ago, I think on the same platform, but I updated it and I modified some things. And I want to talk you through it. So one of the things I realized was Mondays was killing me. So a lot of times I was recording podcasts on Mondays, but that's also where I had my stand-ups as well as my coaching calls, whether it was with No BS Agency and Flawless Acceleration. And so I would get to the end of Monday and just be flat out exhausted. And so what I decided to do, I told my team, I said, hey, I'm not going to schedule any more podcasts on Monday. We're going to treat Monday as a purely admin day, and I'm going to throw in a little bit of deep work there. And my deep work time I use to write and prep podcast content. So you can see that there in the light blue, okay? Tuesday is all lead gen for me. Now, this was a frustration I was having for a while of, we know lead gen is important. I call it kicking up dirt, getting conversations going with people, prepping your CRM, all the work we should be doing, but you get busy and it goes by the wayside because for an agency owner like myself, right, I have to not only do lead gen, but I still do a lot of client delivery work because I do record a lot of podcasts and I do still write brand strategy briefs. So, lead gen can get away from you. So I've prioritized all my lead gen on Tuesday, and it works out great because when I come across a prospect that I think would be good for either a Flawless Acceleration or a potential client at Ironbound Media, I book those times on Tuesday afternoons. Next, on Wednesday, I use it for deep work again. So this is go in the morning, get in the coffee shop, pull out my laptop, start writing, start reading, again, creating some high-level content. Now, I do have a coaching call first thing in the morning on Wednesdays, but for the most part, I already know Wednesdays is my deep work day. And I do record a podcast in the afternoon. Now, this is a new one for me. Thursday is self-care, right? Because we got to go get our haircuts. We got to go, get our cars cleaned. We got to do all the little stuff that we have to do away from work, right? And I have found Thursday mornings works really good for me. So if you call me on a Thursday morning, I'm probably at a coffee shop, reading another book. And I have my admin stand up for my nonprofit on Thursdays as well. And then I have some lead gen and then podcast recording in the afternoon. And then Friday, I try to finish strong, right? So I have a couple admin meetings in the morning with Flawless Acceleration and then my team at Ironbound Media. And then I save the rest of that day for coaching. And one of the things that I talked about before also is energy management. So you might come out strong during the week, Monday and Tuesday, but after going hard all week, your energy starts to fade. And so you just need to make sure okay, when you're at low energy, that's probably not the best time to be trying to do some deep work. That's why I like to stack it earlier in the week. Same thing with my podcast recordings. I don't want to record podcasts on a Friday afternoon, just being quite frank. And so that's why I put it there. This is something that can help a lot of you. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, this is just me showing you a version of mine. But with this template, you can download it below. Just make a copy. Actually, I'll go ahead and make a copy for you. So all you got to do is click it and use it. And you can fill in your own ideal work week right here. And then also your ideal work month. Now, again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's a good start. And this is where you start to go from, having a business that you own and one that doesn't own you. But it starts by understanding at a 30,000-foot view, what does your ideal work week look like? See, this is your weekly battle rhythm. And then guess what? Your company, it needs its own weekly battle rhythm. So on Mondays at X company, we do this. On Tuesdays at X company, we do this, right? So that way, when you start to travel or you start to bring on new team members, you're not bringing them into a business that's like an undisciplined baby. It goes to sleep when it wants. It eats whenever it wants. It talks back. No, we have a structure here of how we do things at this company, but it starts by leading yourself first. So I hope this all helps you. Again, I'll include a link to the Ideal Workweek template down below. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, shoot me a DM or tag me below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Have a great rest of your week, everyone.